What is up YouTube? My name is Aditya and welcome back to my channel, The Indian Algo. So in today's video, we'll be covering market structures, the very basic thing, but nobody knows how to actually understand the market structure. I've been into a lot of courses, I've taken a lot of courses, I've been under a lot of mentors, but nobody, I swear, nobody even touched the proper, gave me the proper understanding of how market works. They would simply tell you it's like higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. But this is just one time frame probably, right? This is just one time frame and they'll tell you to buy here, they'll tell you to buy here, they'll tell you to buy here. Yes, obviously we are supposed to buy here, but in the live market, how are we gonna predict this particular level? How are we gonna predict this particular level? And how do we understand in multiple time frames that this is the trend that we are supposed to get in? Because let's say if this is an uptrend in 1 hour, is it necessary that it's gonna be an uptrend in 5 minutes as well? No, there's no guarantee that this is gonna be a 5-minute uptrend. So how are we supposed to understand? How are we supposed to join all these confluences together? Not confluences, but how are we supposed to join all the market structures of every time frame together? That's very important. I hope you're getting my point here, because if something is in an uptrend in 4 hours, let's go to probably this particular chart in here. So if you see, let's open this particular move. Okay, let's say we are here and this particular price stock is in an uptrend in what, 4-hour time frame, but you are most probably, sorry, I'll just go back here. Yep. So you are most probably entering here for a long trade. You are most probably entering here for a long trade. You are most probably entering here for a long trade. That's definitely okay. So this was definitely good, but this is wrong. This is wrong. So how are we supposed to understand that, okay, this is the right time and the right confluence for me to take a trade? Right time, right level, right confluence, using Fibonacci, probably using the pullback trade setups, using the breakout trade setups, all of that together in understanding how the market works. All right, so I'll try to do that for you. So let's say how a normal market works. I'll try to explain that how a normal market structure works. All right, so here we go. Let's say this is a daily time frame, or probably let's say this is weekly time frame. Okay, we'll start off with weekly time frame. So let's say this weekly time frame, the price goes higher, creates a higher low, right? Creates a higher low, creates a higher high, creates a higher low, creates a higher high, creates a higher low, goes higher. Okay, so let's say this particular stock is in an uptrend in what, weekly time frame. But am I supposed to like take 5-minute time frame trades on the basis of this weekly time frame? So let's say the price is here, weekly time frame is in an uptrend, and let's say the price is here, and will I look for longs? People are looking for longs here, but that's pretty dumb, right? That's pretty dumb. And you have been doing this particular shit and you don't even know why are you doing this, because like, and you don't even know why the trades are going against you, because nobody taught you this. That's the basic thing that nobody taught you. Ask your mentors if they know this shit. Okay, they definitely will tell you that the markets are making higher highs, higher lows. But if you ask them, tell me the trend in every time frame. Okay, so ask him like, what's the weekly time frame trend, what's the daily time frame trend, what's the 1 hour time frame, what's the 15-minute time frame trend, what's the 5-minute time frame trend, what's the 1-minute time frame trend, and they will like, they'll probably get stuck there. They will not understand how the markets are moving in every trend. And that's what I do. I move from weekly time frame to 1-minute time frame and then initiate my trade on the 1-minute time frame trend. So that's probably the reason I get 1:5 risk reward ratios on 1-minute time frame, because the markets are fractal. That's what the markets do. And yeah, so you can check out my trades on my Instagram channel. I'll just put the Instagram page. I'll just put the link in the description, so you can definitely have a look at it. Okay, so let's say this is a weekly time frame structure, and we have this as the low. All right, this is the low. I don't really have to mark it for you, right? This is the high, then we have the higher low and the higher high again, right? So it's HH. I'll just write it for you. It's gonna be higher high, it's gonna be higher. One second, it's gonna be higher low. All right, and the same thing, the price goes higher, the price goes higher, the price goes higher here, the price goes higher here as well. But am I just supposed to like analyze the particular chart on weekly time frame and then initiate a trade on 5-minute time frame? That's pure bullshit. That's pure bullshit. That's not what we're gonna do. All right, so what we'll do is we'll then move down to a lower time frame and understand the trend. All right, and understand the trend for that particular time frame. All right, that is very important, because you have to trade that particular time frame trend and not the weekly time frame trend, not the weekly time frame trend alone. Okay, I hope you get that. Not the weekly time frame trend alone. You have to use it as a confluence and then trade it in your direction. So how is this? So let's say this is the 5-minute move. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, and then yeah, okay, just understand, like, this is an uptrend, downtrend. I mean, like, this is an up wave, down wave, up wave, down wave, impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction. So that's something like this. Now if this is a weekly time frame, if I go down to a daily time frame, what's the possibility that the markets are gonna look like, the trends are gonna look the same, right? The trends are gonna look the same. So it's probably gonna look something like this. I hope this makes sense. It's probably gonna look something like this. I'll change the color. I'll just mark it red for you. All right, I'll just mark it red for you. So here I am in an uptrend in daily time frame. I'm in an uptrend in weekly time frame. Also, all right, I'm in an uptrend in daily time frame. I'm in an uptrend in weekly time frame. Now in daily time frame, the price breaks the structure, creates lower high. All right, understand this. This is very important. Price breaks the structure, creates lower high, goes higher, creates lower high, goes higher, like probably 3 waves or whatever. I'm not going to talk about the waves or how many waves it takes, because it's something very subjective. It's not going to be the same thing always. However, understand, the weekly time frame is an uptrend, but the daily time frame goes in a downtrend for some time. The daily time frame goes in a downtrend for some time. I hope you get my point here. So now the waves are gonna look something like this, right? Very similar to this. Breaks the structure again, goes higher, breaks the structure again, goes higher, comes back. Yeah. So the price's weekly time frame is always in an uptrend, but the daily time frame is continuously changing its trend from up to down, uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, downtrend. All right. So this is what we have to understand. This is what we have to understand, man. Like, and nobody is going to tell you this. Nobody is going to tell you this. Probably you all definitely understand this, that something like this is there in the market, but you are not using it for your trades, because probably you think that why will this help you in taking a proper trade, because this is weekly time frame, this is daily time frame, and I'm trading on 5-minute time frame. Then how it's going to help me to initiate a trade on like the 5-minute time frame, right? Because weekly time frame trend is going to take time to develop. Daily time frame trend is going to take time to develop, but you need to understand. So let's say you want to go short. All right, let's say you want to go short. You place your Fibonacci here. So I'll just take a small example. Let's say I just put a Fibonacci here, not this one. I use it for that one, like the Fibonacci strategy. You put your Fibonacci something like this. All right, and see, now you need to understand what's the weekly time frame is doing. So weekly time frame is in an uptrend. Okay, so now you will be thinking, should I go short in this? When is the right time for me to go short in this? That's very important. So then you look at the daily time frame trend, and then you realize, okay, so the daily time frame trend is in a downtrend. So once the daily time frame trend is creating lower highs, and this could be a possible lower high, then you can definitely counter trade this. Okay, that you can definitely take a counter trend trade and trade this particular setup. All right, now which time frame are you supposed to do that? Definitely lower time frames, because as we are trading intraday, you can trade 5 minutes, you can trade 1-minute time frame, you can trade 30 seconds time frame. I've traded 30 seconds time frame as well. Okay, now what are we supposed to do? This is the daily time frame. Now if I go to the 1-hour time frame and check the trend, it's probably gonna look something like this, and you don't wanna dig deep into that. That's where you lose your trades. That's where you lose your trades. If I tell you, let's say I'll just draw this with a blue marker here. I'll just draw this with a blue marker, and I'm representing the blue marker as this thing, what do you call, like the 1 hour time frame. All right, so this is how it's gonna look like. Break structure, pull back, comes down. Okay, now the same thing, the price goes higher like this, goes higher like this, break structure, pull back, comes in, goes higher, goes higher, goes higher, break structure, pull back, come in, and then the price creates the same thing here, but now is in a downtrend. All right, now it's in a downtrend even in 1 hour time frame. Why? Because the daily is in a downtrend and the 1 hour comes in a downtrend. But look here, it's very important to understand how many times also the 1 hour time frame trend was bullish. So there were few impulsive moves on daily time frame. All right, see, if I tell you here, the daily time frame was bullish, right? The daily and weekly was bullish, but for few moves the daily was, for few moves the 1 hour was bearish. For few moves the 1 hour was bearish. 1 hour is bearish, and then when the daily is downtrend, okay, I'll remove all of this. When the daily is downtrend, weekly is up, but 1 hour time frame goes in an uptrend for few hours probably, right? For few hours probably it's in an uptrend here. Now we need to understand all this. We need to understand all this, and only then you can take a proper trade. Only then. Simply by marking a single level is not gonna help you. Simply by marking a single level, it's not gonna help you. Like, who knows which trend is this particular level? Who knows? Just tell me. If you will not look at the higher time frame perspective, you will never know if this should be broken down or it should be respected and go higher. If you're not taking out time to understand the structures, then you will fail very badly. You'll fail very badly. Is there any proper Indian YouTuber who has explained this to you? Go out and check the YouTube channels. I'm like, definitely there would be someone, but I'm sure there would be very less views in that, because what people are more focusing on is how to make money, and that's what people are selling to you. They are not selling to you the right thing in understanding or making you educated about how the market works, because it's gonna involve a lot of time and investment from their side, and they don't want to do that. They just want to give you some sort of information that's useless to you. Just as how much time does it take to make explain you a particular indicator, let's say MACD? Very simple, right? I'll just show that to you in the chart, that if this crossover happens, you sell. If this crossover happens, you buy. If the histogram is going up, you just buy that. But this is proper price action, and nobody is willing to put time in that, because it's gonna take time to draw these lines for them. It's gonna take time to make all these things understand to you. Okay, it's gonna take a lot of time, and that's the reason probably. Yeah, like if you go to any other forex YouTube channel, you'll see a lot of people talking about this, because they are pretty much genuine. Go to Pips of Persia. Yeah, go to I'm a big fan of Pips of Persia, so I probably, yeah, like my trading style and his trading style, like my trading style is adopted from him. Okay, he's the person who made me believe that we can move down to 1 minute time frame and 30-second time frame and then take trades in the lower time frame. So that very much helped me. I'm inspired by him. Okay, so you can definitely visit his channel as well. Alright, so coming back to the point, if I tell you, I'll just try to explain you this particular phase. Okay, I'll just try to give you a better picture of what's actually happening and what mistake you have been doing for these past years. You're doing the same mistake, Dumbo. You're doing the same mistake every single time, and you're not trying to understand why is this happening, why are the trends going against you, because you're not understanding the trend on each time frame. And if there's nobody who is willing to tell you, then you would be probably doing the same thing for the next 10 years, because probably you aren't smart enough, or probably you're not just trying to put efforts. You're just trying to look at everybody else's videos and trying to get the ideology from them, and just not trying to understand that market is fractal in nature, and every move that you see is pre-planned. Every move that most of the time that you see is actually pre-planned, and the markets already tell you. So let's say I'll just go back to the basic again. So let's say this is the weekly time frame trend. I'll plot it with a black line. Okay, weekly time frame trend. I'll zoom in. All right, so here we are, and let's say this is the daily trend. All right, let's say this is the daily trend. Let's say this is the daily trend, daily trend, daily trend. All right, so here we have the daily trend, and the market probably comes back. Daily is in a downtrend here, right? Daily is in a downtrend now. Daily is in a downtrend. All right, daily is in a downtrend. Okay, so weekly in an uptrend, daily is in a downtrend. This is what I'll change the color for you, for your better understanding. I'll change it to red. All right, makes sense. Now if I zoom in, now what's probably the 1 hour trend gonna look like? Okay, what's probably the 1 hour trend gonna look like is something like this. It's gonna look something like this. Structure break, again pullback, whatever it's doing, it's making an uptrend, then going down, doing this, going up, down, up, whatever here, down. All right, again same thing, going up, then we have this downtrend right here. Okay, now you will understand the mistake that you have been doing. Okay, I'll change the color to blue. All right, now try to understand that most of the time, okay, most of the time you are shorting your trades. Probably let's say you draw your Fibonacci from here to here. All right, you are probably drawing your Fibonacci from this level to this level and trying to short this trade. All right, you're trying to short this trade, but understand what time frame is this. The red line is the daily time frame. All right, and the daily turns out to be in an uptrend. All right, and the daily turns out to be in an uptrend in this particular move. Okay, not in an uptrend, like completely not in an uptrend. Okay, one second, even I got a little confused. I'll just, okay, so these are the red lines are the daily time frame. Daily time frame is in an uptrend. Okay, cool. So here I'll try to give you an example. See, I'm just making raw videos. I'm not pre-planning everything. I'm just trying to explain what it is. Okay, how things work. Even I get confused a lot of times while understanding market structure, but that's how it has to be. Trading is not meant to be easy, and if you'll understand market structure from each and every point, then it's gonna take you a lot of time. It's gonna take you a lot of time, and you can definitely do that. All right, so let's say this is the downtrend on 1 hour time frame, and you have analyzed only the 1 hour time frame downtrend. Okay, you know that, okay, these are making lower highs, lower lows, so I'll draw my Fibonacci from here to here, and you expect that when the price comes back around these levels, I will go short. You try to do that mostly, right? You expect that, okay, I'll try to probably go short from this level, but you missed out what? The weekly time frame trend. The weekly time frame trend is probably telling you that, okay, this is where I'm supposed to go long. This is where I'm supposed to go long. This is where I'm supposed to continue my uptrend. Then why this idiot is trying to sell it? Because probably you never in your life check the weekly time frame, right? You never did that. And probably for daily time frame as well. Okay, now I'll do one more thing. Right, I'll zoom in. Okay, I'll zoom in. So now how the 5-minute time frame is gonna look like, it's probably gonna look something like this. I'll use the yellow color now. I'll use the yellow color. Oh shit. Yep, so we have the yellow color right here, like the 5-minute trend. 5-minute trend is probably going to look something like this, right? 5-minute trend is probably going to look something like this, and then we have again up, down, then we have up. It's going to take a lot of time, I guess, to draw this. Come on. Okay, just try to understand this. All right, I'll just okay, that's pretty much okay. So understand 1 hour. Okay, now try to understand that the 1 hour time frame here, that 1 hour time frame impulsive move. All right, so 1 hour time frame impulsive move, what the price does is price probably goes in an uptrend here. All right, and you are probably looking to short just because you're probably looking to short just because the 5-minute structure broke and you expect a 5-minute time frame downtrend. Are you serious? You're gonna do that? No, it makes no sense, because understand, the 1 hour is in an uptrend, and if you'll draw your Fibonacci from here to here expecting the price will pull back and then fall down, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I know it looks a little messy, but that's how the market structure is. And if now you're not willing to pay attention to the market structure or trying to do it, learn it yourself, or probably like doing some sort of research, you will have a lot of problem in being with the trend. This is what is actually trading with the trend. Okay, this is what is actually trading with the trend, and people are mostly telling you trade with the trend, trade with the trend, trade with the trend. Now if you actually want to trade with the trend, then what you are supposed to do is weekly time frame, daily time frame, 1 hour, 5 minute, everything has to be in an uptrend around these areas, around these levels. Obviously you will not be able to capture the bottom, but once everything is in an uptrend, probably then you can trade it with the trend. However, you can also trade with the trend on lower time frames, taking a counter trend trade. All right, taking a counter trend trade. That's what I'm trying to explain here, that if you will not understand the trend and if you completely trying to short the thing from here just because it broke some sort of resistance, then you are probably making a big mistake. And if your mentor hasn't taught you this right now, you just go back to him, question him, ask for your money, idiot, ask for your refund, because it's not gonna make any sense to you trading his strategy if your understanding of market structure is not proper. All right, if your understanding of market structure is not proper, let's try to look at this particular chart. Let's say this is the weekly time frame. All right, so look here, weekly time frame, what do we have? Clearly the weekly time frame trend is in an uptrend. Obviously until and unless probably this level is not taken out, we cannot expect that this stock is gonna fall pretty huge. No, right? We cannot do that. We need to understand major levels of support and resistance, major levels of swings. All right, not support and resistance. I do not trade support and resistance, but we need to understand major level of structure breaks, and only then we can trade. Now see, the price on weekly time frame is in an uptrend. Probably it bounced off from here. Let's go to daily time frame and try to understand. All right, let's go to daily time frame and try to understand the trend. Okay, so the price comes back here, breaks the structure, goes back higher. Okay, so see, this is the downtrend, right? This is the downtrend, but daily structure has been broken. All right, now what you can do is, now you can look for longs. Now you can look for longs on daily time frame, because the daily and weekly are now both combined. But where am I supposed to initiate the trade? Is it the right time to initiate the trade? No. Now we go down to the 1 hour time frame, and now we understand the 1 hour time frame trend. Okay, now we understand the 1 hour time frame trend, and the 1 hour time frame trend is probably bearish as of now. So unless and until you do not see this market structure break above, you're not supposed to go long. You're not supposed to go long unless and until this is not taken out. You're not supposed to go long. Okay, you're not supposed to go long. Okay, now if I see, that's the major structure. All right, that's the major structure. If you are trading swings, or then you probably have to do that. Okay, now as an intraday trader, if I look here, this looks like in a downtrend, right? Yeah, this definitely looks like in a downtrend, but it created a new low right here. It created the structure break probably. Okay, yeah, so okay, so 1 hour is definitely in an uptrend now. 1 hour is definitely in an uptrend. Probably this is the 4-hour downtrend. Probably this is the 4-hour downtrend. Let me check. Okay, yes, so this is the 4-hour downtrend. See, let's see, look at the confluence, like look at the conflicts that I also face. All right, so the daily is in an uptrend, the weekly is in an uptrend, but the 4-hour is clearly in a downtrend, bro. The 4-hour is clearly in a downtrend. It broke this particular structure. Price can definitely fall down. Price can definitely fall down. All right, but till this level only, because the daily uptrend will take place from here. Understand, the daily uptrend will take place from here. If you are expecting that the daily price will fall here, then no bro, it's not gonna happen. You need to understand that if the price comes here, I need to stop going short. I need to look for longs. This is what you have to do, because this is the area, this, one second, this is the level where probably the daily time frame will create its what, higher low. Yeah, it's probably going to create its higher low and then go high. All right, if I go to the daily time frame, let's go to the daily time frame. I'll remove all of this. Yep. So here, if you see, this is what the price is doing, creating higher highs, higher lows. All right, so the price can definitely come here and then continue its move higher, because probably this is the major swing low where the price should come and take support mostly. Okay, it's very tough for the price to break, but once this is broken, then the price can definitely go to the downside. But this is probably the uptrend where we can look for longs, and you can look for some good longs. All right, you can look for some good longs. However, now the 4-hour time frame is also in a downtrend. All right, the 4-hour time frame is in a downtrend. I'll go to the 1-hour time frame as of now. Okay, I'll go to the 1-hour time frame as of now. 4-hour is in a downtrend. 1 hour, this was the low here. Okay, I'm not happy with the 1-hour uptrend as well. Okay, see, look at the conflicts that we probably face. So what is probably the next thing that I'll do is, let's go to the 15-minute time frame trend. Okay, let's understand the 15-minute time frame trend now. So 15-minute time frame, if we see, all right, so look where the 15-minute time frame trend is. We get this low. Now this major structure is broken by the 15-minute time frame. The price is here. Definitely there is some sort of confirmation that the prices can go higher. Hunt this liquidity. I'm probably sure that you do not know about the liquidity hunting and all of that shit, but yeah, some people definitely know about it from other channels. Yeah, so you can definitely do that. So here definitely the 15-minute can be in an uptrend, but maximum, where should it go? Here what do we have? We have the 4-hour downtrend. All right, we have the 4-hour downtrend. If I go to the 4-hour time frame downtrend, let's remove all of this. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, yeah, so here if you see, it created the highest high, higher high, comes down, probably gonna create a lower high here, and then it falls off. This is how things work, right? Now if you simply apply your logic here, that the daily time frame is supposed to go long from here, I see a Quasimodo here, right? Do you all see a Quasimodo? Probably yes. I'll probably draw this Fibonacci here, and I'll let the price come back here, take out this liquidity, and then fall off till this area. So this is probably the next plan that I would be looking at, but till here only. Okay, till only here, because this is where the daily time frame is probably gonna go higher. Understand? Also the weekly time frame is probably gonna go higher from here, so I cannot go short from here. Even if there is a Fibonacci here, I cannot short that. No, don't do that, please. Okay, don't do that, please. If you get probably this thing, and you get, let's say you draw a Fibonacci, and you see tell me that okay, there is a 0.79 level, and when the price comes here, I will short. No, why are you supposed to go short here? Because the daily time frame is already telling you that we are supposed to go long. Understand this very clearly. Okay, so what's my next objective is gonna be? How I'm supposed to understand the direction, how I'm supposed to take trades in that direction. So for pullback traders and breakout traders, listen to this very carefully. It's gonna help you in a lot of ways. So let's say the price is in an uptrend like this in a daily time frame. All right, so let's say the price is in an uptrend in a daily time frame. The price falls like this on 1-hour time frame. All right, so now let's say this is somewhere you understand, okay, there is some sort of support and resistance, probably order blocks, and the price should go higher. All right, now for easy, if I tell you simply 1 hour time frame trend traders who probably simply look at the 1 hour time frame trend, they will definitely plot their Fibonacci here and look for shorts from here. Okay, dumb mistake, very dumb mistake, because they did not even try to understand the daily time frame trend. And when they do that, or like they obviously don't do that, but if you start doing that, you will not, all right, you will not go short here or take a chance to go short. Instead, what you'll do, you'll wait for the price to, like the 1 hour time frame trend to become an uptrend. Okay, daily time frame is in an uptrend, 1 hour also turns into an uptrend, then you plot your Fibonacci. Put your entry here, and then you can trade with the trend. You will get less trades, but you will get more right trades. High probability setups that you need to understand. This is simply what you have to do. For breakout traders, then the same thing. All right, probably, yeah. So as the price continues from the Fibonacci, goes higher, you need to understand that you are not buying, or like you're not buying here itself when there is a breakout. No, let the price actually come to the daily time frame pullback area and then start looking for longs, breakout longs. This is what you need to understand. Price will first complete the pullback. Now where the pullback will come, that you need to study. Okay, that you need to study about order blocks, probably about demand and supply zones. There's a lot of things that you need to study about it. I'll probably make a video in a different section for that, or simply you can use the Fibonacci. See, it's not always that the price will touch the 0.79, 0.705. It can also reverse from the 50% level. There can be a lot of possibilities, but this is how you need to understand and make your trades. Okay, so let's say if I can find out an example for you, I'll definitely do it here. All right, I'll just try to look for an example here. Okay, so the 4-hour time frame is in a downtrend. All right, so the 4-hour time frame, if you see, is in a downtrend. Price comes back here, pulls back, goes short. All right, price has created a lower low here and a lower high here. Now if I go down to the 15-minute time frame, okay, let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. See, by this time the 15-minute time frame was in an uptrend, right? All right, okay, this is such a sweet example. Yeah, so see, okay, I'll repeat this particular stuff for you here. Sorry, yeah. So if you see, this is where the price created the highest high, and this low, obviously this is a major low. Once this breaks, the price has created a new lower low. So next step for the price to continue its downtrend is to create a lower high. Makes sense? I hope it makes sense to you, because if it doesn't, then probably you need to check your basics again. All right, that's how a downtrend probably moves. So what the price does, creates a lower low. Now the price should create what? A lower high and continue its move to the downside. As the 4-hour is in a downtrend, let's go to the 15-minute time frame. All right, and understand the 15-minute time frame trend. So if you see here, the 15-minute time frame trend is in an uptrend until this level, but it breaks, comes down, major structure break, price goes higher. Now see, confluence, look at the confluence. 4-hour is already in a downtrend, 15 was in an uptrend but turned up in a downtrend. So now both, like 4-hour and 15-minute, is now in a downtrend. So you can look for shorts from this level. Now obviously it got missed because the same day there was no, like even if you enter, the price moved down to the next day. But breakout traders understand, right? Probably the breakout traders could have taken a trade below, where is that? See, if you remember the power of 3 pattern, the price goes higher, small range, price breaks below this. So what is this supposed to be forming? A wick on daily time frame, and then the price falls down. Obviously it would have been missed, but again, breakout traders, pattern traders, whatever you want to trade, there are many opportunities for you to take in. There are many opportunities for you to understand and trade these setups, but the directional bias has to be clear. If your directional bias is not clear, you will suffer a lot. All right, so you can, okay, so I'll end the video. It's already more than 30 minutes, I guess. So you can definitely share your market structures with me on Instagram, DM me. All right, and if there's any more, like if you have pretty much issues with finding out the structure and trend on every time frame, just let me know and I'll try to solve it all for you in the next videos. Do comment down, let me know how did you like the video. If you liked it, enjoyed it, please just like share it with everyone who is into trading. I've started making videos in English just for you guys, because there's a lot of people who have been requesting me to make videos in English. I'm not asking anything from you, just like the video, share the video, show some love, comment down if you like the video. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Bye.